for a lot of location at the issue of we made this year Antigbe and all the Egu, that not a mountain or not a woman thing. I have made it clear to you that in the polygamy, Abia, in this case of polygamy, both men and women are victims caught up in this shit. So there is nothing like it is a man thing or it is a woman thing. You want to go? There is nothing like it is a man thing or it is a woman thing. You want to nwoke na nwanyi nwere ike do involved ne, but mostly na ụmụazị amụrụ na this family who na suffer the bad effect of this decision made by this adult. I want you to know that. And this ụmụazị amụrụ in those families now consist of males and females. In case if you don't know. So it's either no favor or no favor, then you will no favor. Then you will now become selfish. You will now become selfish. Just like I know that most of the people now support Antigbe. I already know. Most of the people, I had to now support all the Egu because mostly I am for greater percentage of we already know. What I go? We already know greater percentage of Umuwokai. What I go? We already know. But more ways you go. I will never stop. In fact, I will never even make career or wanna may overemphasize go with Basalo this polygamy. I am disappointed, Emeka Ugwuonye. Very disappointed. That man, though actually as shameless as I can ever imagine. Imagine, Anamalahola last night, waited around the day 3 a.m. to 4. And then your family. Tetana bani, time na meji na tetana bani you go on. I must pick up my phone, pay my phone, go through notifications and all that. Mwefu na mmadụ target him to a live broadcast. When we pay phone, why we may is fast asleep. Why we may is fast asleep. Obviously in Abuja, Ebogen promotion of a product here. That Emeka Ugwuonye was live at 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Nigerian time with his group of witches and wizards. Name a meeting in their coven. Nwata nwanyị ina akomaka ye dinelana now have a good sleep. Is that how much she has taken away sleep from your eye? Somebody will say, no, America. You gotta go. No, America. No time. But honestly, 80% of main nations, 80% of people who are involved in this are Nigerians. And you already know that by that time that Nigerians are fast asleep, even in the Napulula late, that will be the time you will buy camera. Now, with the little number of a group of witches and wizards. Emeka Ugwuonye, why did you start fighting when the battle has already been won? Why did you start fighting when the nation, when everybody, when men and women of goodwill has already, when the universe has already delivered justice to women? That's exactly when you started fighting. It's a lost battle. You're fighting a lost battle. The battle has already been won a long time ago. So whatever you think you are doing now, you are only catching cruise, I can assure you. You said that everything has been broken, that as of the time Auntie Gbegbe came into the picture, there is nothing to be broken again. You were so smart. You were so smart to think about this then. But you are not smart to know that before you even came on board to start fighting, the battle has already been won. So there is really no fight left again. Are you not that smart enough to understand the fact that you are more like there is no battle anymore. The battle has been won. The world has seen. Men and women have seen. Nature has answered. The universe has already blessed Queen May. They have already wiped her tears. So I don't know exactly what you aim to achieve in this nonsense you are doing. You are gradually becoming a charlatan. I am telling you, obviously, law is a noble profession. I know that you have erred and you have misbehaved countlessly in the past, so you don't care about anything. So I understand the fact that you don't care about anything. So obviously, this one dancing in the mud now, it doesn't even make any meaning to you. If not, which lawyer in his right senses? Let me take Barrister Marshall, for instance. During the time of Justice Clark and all that, Barrister Marshall came back, went straight to the court, hands off from that case, made the commentary momentary as of that moment, and walked away. He had no reason to start going to podcast, start running programs, keep posting on their page, even why the Rattles, the Beret guys, the B-Road FC, and everybody was all involved in that bodo exchange of words. Marshall never spoke again. He simply walked away. That is to show that at least he is still so much in love and still respect that noble profession law. But you don't care about anything. You don't care about anything. Have you even ever entered the law court in Nigeria to go and defend anybody? That is why you designed your organization in such a way that you partner with lawyers all over Nigeria. You partner with lawyers all over Nigeria. You never planned. There is not even not possible that you can even wear that wig again and walk into any court in Nigeria. So I can understand why you don't care about your reputation. You don't care about anything. You are just crumbling the little life in you. You are crumbling it down because of a woman. You come on Facebook every morning, every afternoon, every night, because of a woman. Let me make it clear to you. Emeka Ugwuonye got justice here a long time ago. Justice has been, you are just too blind. You are just, I am very sure that Nijeno be that woman, or to go fulfilled. Or to go fulfilled. So, whatever thing you think you are doing now, it is dead on arrival. Yeah, when they now entertain, you are still entertaining a few people. You are still entertaining a few people who thought that no, well, anything that is still left in the pot. You are just entertaining them. Most of the informations you are releasing, I can't see any, in fact, I can't see any need for that because they are really not needed anymore. Yes, they are really not needed anymore. There is never anyhow you can whitewash Antigbegbe. There is never any way you can whitewash Odiegwu, the son of Odogwu. You cannot do that. It's not possible. Yes, they showed themselves to the world. They cannot come down to come and start claiming victim. It's not possible. Those days, they thought it's a thing of pride. They were priding in ignorance. They were making careless statements. They were making careless write-up. They never knew that they were confirming something. They never knew that they were sending signal. It is just now that they just realize that Queen May's silence then was golden. Now you know the true meaning of silence is golden. Now you know the true meaning of silence is golden. Even when she has remained silent, even when she has not said a word, victory is already on her side. Victory is already on her side. Even without saying a word from the one till today. Eh? For example, right now, it is still you battling against your own words. Who are you really fighting with? Queen May or who? You are not fighting with Queen May. Yes. You are not fighting with her. Yes. You are fighting with yourselves. You are fighting with your own words. It has been your own all the while you will be on a social media, Mambije podcast, Mambije. It's just you replying to yourselves. It's just you trying to conflict. In fact, it's just you against you, because every single word that you have addressed out there now that podcast, many of them, most of them are words being spoken by you and not by anybody. Yes. Amanna, this line definitely will not be pleasing to most of Ndale. But we'll have it under control. We have it under control. Share this video. Share this video. Amanna oyadu pleasing. Oyadu pleasing to the ear. Share this video. Share this video. Mekairu. Why is your phone not going through? Mekairu, why is your phone not going through? If I call you again and that phone, I'll collect that phone from you. Hope you heard me. Share you hear what I talk. If I call you again and that phone doesn't go through, I will come and collect that phone from you. Did you switch off your phone?
Is there on now?
Is there on? So why is it not going through? I've told you to stop switching off your phone. Yeah? You are doing security job at night, you switch off your phone. Go and turn off the gen. In a security man, I'm your phone. I'm on Oga Umulanye na Pula, ebe 7 na Pugola. Edewenga apartment with self-con and kitchen. Okay. So let us continue. Let us continue. Ndala Woloko. You want to go? So you went to the podcast. Eh? All along on the podcast, it has been your ways against your own ways. You are not fighting with anybody. It's just you responding to yourself. Yeah? It's just you responding to yourself. Yeah? Now, let us even go now and say, Kelife Emeka Ugwuonye na-azụ right now. But first, before me only even before, I was saying that I know that a lot of men know on my page, although not all of them. I know whatever I am doing now is not a must that you must like it. But I have said, if you think you can pride in polygamy now, think about this. What if your father, what if na papa muna for with the same gift in a choking yomo? I've already said there are so many ways in which you can still find yourself into polygamy. So it's not as if it is ruled out completely. And I have said again, people who are second wives, you people should not begin to think that all these things are all because of you. No. Any limitations. We know exactly what we are talking about. Yes, we know exactly what we are talking about. Unless it's going to the kind of second wife, unless it's the kind of second wife, a man at this particular video for you. Yes, until then, I don't want maybe a new second wife. If you know all this whole thing is all about you, therefore you have to start reacting in a kind of way. No, the answer is no. The answer is no. So, what exactly is Emeka Ugwuonye? What point is she trying to prove? Is he, sorry, Eyuzurunchi? How did this all started? How did all this started? And since this thing started, Kelife with the aim and objective of May Nation, Kelife we may Shoroko achieve in all this. It all started that a man and a woman, they were married. As a matter of fact, let me not say what I don't know. I don't know if they are happily married or whether they are not happily married. But the fact is that what they have shown us so far on our social media are for a family that is living together in peace and harmony, blessed with beautiful children, both boys and girls. Both boys and girls. I want to tell Emeka Ugwuonye the reason why I said the battle has been won. Whatever he is doing on social media now is just making mockery of himself. He's just reducing himself and making himself an object of caricature. All of a sudden, a son was announced to us. We knew May wasn't pregnant. We never saw her with pregnancy. All of a sudden, the man announced the arrival of his son and declared himself a proud polygamist. Then, we made Enwelu fan base. She wasn't really popular. The only thing we know her for, or as then was that not the wife of a Nollywood actor or Diego. Auntie Begwegwe on her own part, who a Nollywood actress, but we have seen her more on movies. Notice that almost every movie, Auntie Begwegwe, Madonna, almost every movie, Antigbegbegbene. So he declared himself a proud polygamist. We are not interested to know what transpired inside the house, what transpired in between them. We are not interested in knowing the background. For people who say you don't know where it all started. I don't care to know. What I am interested is what we saw, what we were shown, what they brought to us. I am judging based on what we observed. I don't want to start going back to what happened. I don't care. You don't need to explain to me the reason why you will bring somebody before the camera. Am I the person? When I start saying now that you are insensitive, is it that you don't know that there are children who are watching you? That there are people who that thing is going to traumatize for the rest of their lives? There are people who that thing will affect their mental state? Are you really going to be selfish just because you want to get your pound of flesh on somebody? You will come with such such thing to come and put that storm so that you can put the life of so many people. You can traumatize so many people. You can, I don't know. I don't want to tap you. So you will, when I begin to ask questions now, you will start telling me, I don't know what this person has done to you. Iberibe will do too much. Iberibe will do too much. So we don't care to know what transpired before we were now put on the know on what is happening, so that it will be clear now. So when the polygamy something was eventually announced, Queen May wasn't really that popular. So we sense that there was already something going on in the house. Now, for the man to prove to the wife that he doesn't care, for the man to prove to the woman that he is the king of this game, that he is the Odogu in what is happening, and also to prove to the people who are showing concern that he doesn't care and he doesn't give a damn. He now became insensitive. The bag of gari, the bag of fufu, the bag of maize involved in this whole scenario. We already know that most of these women, the moment they come in through the back door, they don't even want to lay low. They will always want you to show them to the world. You see, when they come in through the back door, it's just like a woman you are dating. You obviously have your own plans, but she will always want you to show her to your friends, even when you are trying to avoid her presence in that particular gathering. She will find a way to throw herself in just to introduce herself. She will always want the whole of your friends to know about her. She will always want all your family to know about her. She will always want all your relatives to know about her. And she will always find a way to pop up in every... you people know what I'm talking about. It's normal. We know about all this. So that one also wants people to also notice her. That's why iron sharpeneth iron. This one will interest. This one will interest. The interest of Odiegwu is to pepper the wife, is to show the wife that you must accept this by fire, by force. Is to show the wife that I am the Odogu in this game. Is to show to the people that I don't give a damn. It's not a mistake. I did it deliberately and I am proud of it. The interest of Auntie Gbegbe in all this is that if I get married, people must know that I'm married. Yes. And what will be the purpose of me marrying this Nollywood actor who is already popular without people knowing that I am the wife. I am his wife. This is more like the reason why I got into all this in the first place. I want to use him to cling to fame. I want to use him to get popular. I want to use him to escape, to become a celebrity. I want the world. You know, that was, if you listen carefully to what the husband, I'm trying to do this live broadcast now in English for the sake of those fans who keep saying, Ezugo, speak English, speak English. But after this live broadcast from tomorrow, I beg, allow me. I'm not happy. I'm enjoy that. If you watch and listen carefully to the words of Mr. Obasi, you will understand that fame, being popular and all this is part of the reasons why she left Mr. Obasi. She lost interest in the marriage of Mr. Obasi. But remember, this broadcast is not about her marriage with Mr. Obasi. This whole broadcast is all about what really transpired at Odiegwu house and what transpired before Facebook here that made us to get involved in all these things, so that I can prove to Emeka Ugwuonye that the battle has already been won, that he's just wasting his time now. He woke up too late, rather too late. So I have clearly shown you their two interests, both of them. That's why they partnered very well. Nobody is telling the other person but to calm down. Nobody is trying to call the attention of the other person down. Nobody is trying to talk sense into the other person, because this one wants to use the opportunity to shine and announce herself. This one wants to use that opportunity to prove a point. So they started dwelling in that ignorance. They started doing what I call till today dance of shame. They started zuzugaring and okugaring before the camera, entertaining themselves, being insensitive to the feeling of that woman. They obviously think that woman doesn't have anything to bite. They obviously think that woman, the world cannot hear her story. They obviously think you are helpless. Of course, Emeka Ugwuonye clearly admitted that as of that time, Queen May was more like there. She was there. She doesn't have the popularity. She's not known, you know. So they have that advantage over. So for all those why, it was more like it was them putting out the show. It was them putting out the show. They were. It was too much to the point that a week, 2 weeks after the buying of Queen May's son, your first son, you still came on social media to come and still continue in that dance of shame. And you, as a woman, you think this will not mean pushing you to the extreme. Like, what could be the limit somebody can go before that person can push you to the extreme? Okay, if you say that Queen May is a woman thing, what of those two boys that are being caught up in this whole nonsense? They have their children. They are also watching that show on social media. When they go to school and talk, somebody will tell them, after all, your father has sent your mother away. After all, your father showed somebody else. Where is your mother? Is your mother still married to your dad? You are this, you are that. Are you trying to understand what those children, the trauma that those kids might be passing through them? You know, people used to know them that they are the sons and daughters of one popular Nollywood actor. You know that kind of feeling. You know that kind of feeling. And all of a sudden, the man came on social media and announced a woman and announced a son and started showing the son, started showing the woman, even far, making them priority to the family Onwebulu before. Imagine the kind of emotional trauma that woman was suffering then, knowing fully well that that woman doesn't really have a voice. She doesn't have a voice then. The torture, the mental torture, continued until people came together and formed a support base and formed a fan base for this woman called Wime. And even without her communicating to anybody, people started coming through for her. People started pushing her. People started speaking for her. People started advocating for her. Plus, even before the fan base was formed, Emeka had already started his advocacy, even without calling Wime to have a one-on-one discussion with her. He has already gotten the impression. Look at his interest in this whole issue. He has always been fighting against polygamy and the abuse of women in marriage. Yes, that has always been what he has been fighting. So when he saw it now that a popular Nollywood actor declared himself a proud polygamist, he now said to himself, yes, I have an organization that I formed, that I am using to educate people, that I am using to fight to prove this point, even though people are paying for that. But he needed that organization to be more popular. How is he going to make it popular? How is he going to make it announce that to the whole world? How is he going to announce that to show Nigerians that this particular organization, this particular platform is capable enough to get you justice? He needed that to announce himself. Yes, he needed that to announce himself. Now, in case Emeka doesn't want to understand what Wime was passing through, there are so many men who married another woman. There are so many men who have kids outside or who have kids outside. Their own is not as loud as Odiegu's own. The same way that Odiegu's own caught the attention of Emeka because of his popularity, that's the same way bringing it to the social media is so insensitive of him, because he knows that the whole people, he's a well-known Nollywood actor. So, as such, his family is not hidden from people. People already know the kids and the wife. So, imagine what the children may be passing through. They are not just like every other man out there who married another woman. They are not just like every other family there who their dad had maybe got a woman pregnant and the woman obviously more young one. They are different. Maybe if he has decided to keep it off social media, it could have been the same. But him bringing it now to social media, what do you see? That was exactly what caught the attention of Emeka. That Emeka even started advocating even before the May Nation was formed. So now, whatever we were seeing then, Emeka was seeing it. That's why he was analyzing. It was his advocacy that caught the attention of Wime's family, that they now took Wime to go and see him. They did not just wake up and say, no, let us go to Emeka. It was the advocacy of Emeka, how Emeka was analyzing the whole issues, the whole situation, looking at the attitude, behavior, display of Odiegwu and Antigwegwegwe. If they had not come to social media to come and construe that nuisance, Emeka may not have gotten so much interested in that matter. I want you to understand. So when they came now, Emeka, remember I said in this particular case, Emeka also had his interest. His interest, if you listen very carefully to that podcast a while ago, if you pay very attentive to that podcast, you will hear that in that podcast, he stated clearly his interest in that matter. He said that this is one case he needed to make a point with, and that if we may had sit down to follow his plan, the plans he had for him, that obviously she could have used this situation to make herself a world figure, where she will stand as an advocate against this based on her experience. What experience is he talking about? If that experience was a good one, what experience was he referring to? If that was indeed a good one, are you getting what I'm saying? So he needed that situation, that particular opportunity to announce his organization. He needed that opportunity to announce himself. He needed that opportunity to prove a point. So he thought that he could use Queen May to systematically, remember he talked about taking Queen May to Harvard School of Law to go and deliver a lecture, and before you know it, African countries, all these countries will be calling Queen May to come and deliver a lecture, and before you know it, she's going to build an everlasting legacy. That was his point, his target. That was his target. Now, before that could actually be actualized, the May Nation has already been formed. And the moment the May Nation was formed, then the whole world started hearing about May. The world started hearing about May. Yes. When you talk about sympathy, even in Nigerian politics, there is what we call sympathy vote. Yes. You want to know somewhere where that sympathy vote worked? Anambra South Senatorial District. When the people of Anambra South sensed that Apuga treated the late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah in a very bad manner, even when Ifeanyi Ubah left Apuga and went and moved into a very unpopular and new party, the people of Anambra South still gave him a sympathy vote, and he won under the platform of an unknown party, and that became his strongest hold. That became his strongest point. He gripped on it and he never left it until he died. So what are you telling me? Well, what do you mean by when you say that what she's enjoying is sympathy and it's just temporal? What do you mean? Ifeanyi Ubah died as a senator. In fact, after that 4 years, he won again. He did not only win again, he used his party to secure a seat at the State House of Assembly, used that same party to secure a seat at Federal House of Rep, used that same party to secure various. What are you talking about? When you are walking the talk, the legacy is assured. So when the May Nation came together, they announced Queen May before Emeka could even announce her. The May Nation. They announced Queen May before Emeka could announce her. So before he knew what was happening, Queen became so powerful. Organization started reaching out to her. Something that happened 3-4 years ago till today, she is still getting endorsement. She is still getting endorsement. When she traveled to China, she's not going there to go and sleep. She's going there to go and work. When she travels around the world, she's moving around for work. She's not just going there to catch fun. She keep moving from one place to another, delivering lecture. She virtually become the face that everybody wants to see. I want you to understand. It's been almost 4 years. And in that whole 4 years, it has been series of activities and activities going higher. Good news, good news, good news upon good news, good news upon good news, endorsement upon endorsement. She even announced and launched her own brand. And the brand is still going higher. That is one. Now, those people who used to be bullying her, they are now crying now and portraying themselves as victims. When your bully suddenly develop cold feet, when your bully suddenly start portraying himself as a victim, victory has already been secured. There is really no more fight that need to be fought again. What again are you still fighting? What again have you still fighting? Are you going to tell me that they have not learned their lessons? They have learned their lessons, of course. They have learned their... Are they still dancing today? Yes, Edike. Oh, Dogbu. Are they still proud of... In fact, are you still seeing that pride in them? The woman on her bosses, has she not gone inside? People, the main nation is put to go here in her rightful place. And there is no level of treatment that they can give to her that can be enough compared to the one she gave to a woman, even while that woman was mourning the death of her son. Nothing can be enough. So you cannot just wake up and say, no, it's enough, it's enough. What do you mean by it's enough? What do you mean by it's enough? What do you mean by it's enough? What could have happened if the May nation did not rise up in defense of women? They could have obviously one today. Are they still proud of what they are doing? No. They are now hiding from camera. They are now ashamed of themselves. They have been disbarred. They have been dismantled. They have been dismantled. That whole high hill, has been broken. You said themselves, I watched you, Emeka, in that same podcast. You talked about how so many organizations that Odiegu was working, how they were concerned, and some of them were moving away from me. You talked about how the main nation were busy crumbling every single thing Odiegu and Antigua has worked for. Even Yinka, the one in America, you talked about how Yinka was traumatized to the point that she wanted to buy herself. You talked about how the hospital wanted to fire her. You talked about how the school, you talked about so many things that these people are passing through currently because of the main nation. That is not defeat. To you, so that is not defeat. To you, is that not defeat? Is that not defeat? So, can you tell me now, do you honestly think that by May saying, I don't want to be numbered. It is her decision. Talking about this marriage, it is her choice. She made the decision that I don't want to remain in this marriage. Yes. She took that decision upon herself. You did not say that it was Odiegu that said, leave my house because you say you cannot be numbered. It was her decision. So it can be assumed that she examined everything very well before she said, I can do this. Yes, before she said, I can do this. You said that initially when she came to you, that what she wanted then was child support. She didn't want divorce at first. Can you tell us what happened that made her fight for a divorce? What happened? You kept saying it was something that occurred after the birth of her son. What exactly? Can you tell us what exactly occurred then? What exactly occurred then? Because I can't see you faulting her decision. I can't see you faulting. So whatever that happened then that made a woman who never wanted a divorce to fight for a divorce herself, doesn't that show you that she's no more interested in that marriage? And I've already said it. If you think that for a woman like we may, to say no, I want to face my life, live for my children, and take care of my children. If you think she took the worst decision of her life, then you must be a joker. You must be a joker. Onye ma emo motolo direct ofunna. Die nwuru na 2003 or 2004. Then she should be about, until it should be about maybe 20, if not 27 or 28 years. I'm not sure she's even up to 30 or 31. Then she never remarried. Yes. But nwa izizi mụ na ewe ọgbọ. Nwa izizi mụ na ewe ọgbọ. Nwa izizi mụ na ewe ọgbọ. Now from 2003 no, 2003 ka ọ nwụrụ. Manukwu nwụọ 2004. 2003 to keta. 2003 to 2010 is 7 years. 2010 to 2020 is 17 years. 2020 to 2026 is exactly 23 years. Age when minus ye na age nwa izizi. What it means is that na nwa izizi do 10 17 no yeah nwa izizi about ebe yada about ebe 14 15 years or 16 years ka nwa izizi du mgba ka nwa izizi du mgba ego ụmụ ejima ego ebe ife sinama ebe ụmụ ejima. Yes, ha do 6 mana enwere ejima n'ime ha. Enwere ejima n'ime ha. So nwa izizi elu bụ 16 years. Ọ ka iwe malụ na nwaanyị dụka ọdụ ebe 30 years or 31 32 years dị ewe nwụọ. She said, I will not remarry. I will remain here and take care of my children. And she did that till today. If you kweta, oka kuka nwa self na ifiata. Oh, nke my mom motor. If you oka kuka nwa I will all these sacrifices in my family. Onye kan jigwa I have seen things, I have seen all these experiences here, yapa, for my side. As a matter of fact, we have more women who do that sacrifice for their children than we have men. Yes. And that's why every man will always sit there to think that to every woman, marriage is the end. Yes. Tell me, a woman that has been in marriage for over 20 years or 25 years, and after she divorced her husband, you think that the next thing that should be appealing to her is marriage again? You think that the next thing that should be appealing to her is marriage? Are you okay? Are you okay? I want to understand. Are you okay? It's okay. Why Auntie Gbegbe got into this marriage is because she is so desperate for fame. For her, it's more like it's a bait to cling to something. So this marriage means a lot to her. That's why she jumped into it as if it's a project. And she's willing to sacrifice anything just for that marriage to hold. Yes. And you want to compare her with somebody who started with this man when this man was probably a nobody. She grew with him until he became the star that you are seeing today. So obviously, he's just seeing him as my husband because he saw him when he was a nobody. She saw him when he wasn't made yet. So nothing, of course, is going to be so much interesting to him apart from my husband that I love so much. What else? She was there when every history was made. She was there when every history was made. So that celebrity we are seeing today, she saw that celebrity when that celebrity was a nobody. But to Gbegbe obviously started hearing about Odiegwu when Odiegwu has become popular. So to her, it is a project. So I can understand why she can be celebrating. You people can be celebrating her, but I can understand. So let me tell Sister Emeka Ugwuonye why I said that this battle has been won. A woman that nobody knew anything about her apart from the fact that she was Odiegwu's wife. Odiegwu, who is a Nollywood celebrity, is now popular, if not more popular, and globally more than the Odiegwu himself. That is the result of whatever that happened, the injustice that was done to her. The daughter is even fast becoming more popular than the father. Still as a result of the Auntie Gbegbe and the Pagari saga. She now travels around the world and is almost becoming the face of almost all the brands we have in this country and beyond. A career has been made. A career. She has created a career and a path for herself. A brand has been launched. What it means is that a legacy has been established. A legacy has been made. Even long after she is gone, there is a legacy she will keep for the children. Are you getting what I'm saying? She has ended up proving to the man that without you, there will be me. Without you, there will be me. And at the end of the day, she has shown the man, contrary to what, yes, in support of what you stand for, that polygamy is not the way. Yes, she has shown the man that indeed not every woman can swallow nonsense. Yes, not every woman can swallow nonsense. That at least she knows what she wants. The only thing that is left is for every process surrounding the divorce to be done anyway, and everybody goes on their way. She did not lose. She has a son as well as Odiegwu has a son. She has a daughter just as much as Odiegwu has a daughter. She has created a career for herself just like Odiegwu Merunke. She is now globally known. Nigeria has, everybody knows her just like everybody knows Odiegwu in Nigeria. So what is there? Tell me, what did she lose? She is the dream of many men, including you, Emeka. Emeka, including you. Osapaka yanapu. Osapaka eganapu. There's nothing you can ever tell me. Osapaka eganapu. She is the dream of every man, but I bet you, women like me, marriage is the last thing. I have even seen people who don't even have anything. Naturally, women can do anything for Omoha. Any woman no do selfish. Any woman no do selfish. Yeah, amazi ifemelu. Amazi ifemelu. Nwanyị ji wee hapụ ụmụ ya wee baa na another marriage. Amazi odi female, but naturally, nwanyị na stand with ụmụfa. They can give up everything just to make sure that no ụmụ ha. In fact, at a point, nwanyị na afụzi ụmụ ya ka pride ya. Yes, nwanyị na afụzi ụmụ ya ka nwanyị na afụzi ụmụ ya ka achievement. That is why ụfọdụ ụmụ nwanyị a na-abuse na marriage, they will still remain in that marriage because of their kids. Enjoy yourself. Who will I leave my children for? That I am still in this marriage is because of my children. So if a woman can remain in an abusive marriage just because of the future of Omoye, what makes you think that she will not choose to remain single just for the same children? It's a question, Najo. So, what exactly are you fighting now? Is it so that the divorce cannot go through? Because I'm failing to understand it. The fight Emeka is fighting now, is this fight aimed at disturbing the divorce? Because as far as I'm concerned, the divorce is the only thing that is remaining now. Which, of course, if both of them agree, continue like this, and finally they are definitely going to get divorced. So tell me, what is still there? Is it that you don't know that Auntie Begwegwe's career is, in fact, mine also Dogu now. Auntie Begwegwe is a nobody. Mine also Dogu now. If Odogu say, okay, Auntie Begwegwe, I'm not marrying again, her own is done. Her world will crumble. The greatest achievement of Auntie Begwegwe now is Odiegwu. The greatest achievement of Auntie Begwegwe now is Odiegwu. So trying to whitewash her, it will take you a lot. It will take you a lot. That's why when you said that people should go and support her business, I asked, which business? Because as far as I'm concerned, the only business she does now is Odiegwu. That is the only business. The only business what business also. So when you say people should support her business, I keep asking myself, which business? Which business? So tell me, the greatest achievement, the only thing she has been able to achieve in all this is Odiegwu, which is obviously a leftover by a woman who knows what she wants. Yes. The only achievement she has is somebody else's vomit. When somebody say, no, this phone, I don't want it anymore, then I throw it away, then you will pick this phone becomes your greatest treasure. What makes you think that you can be on equal with me? What makes you think that you can be on the same level with me when you are obviously managing my vomit? So when you say Auntie Begwegwe is winning. What exactly? I don't understand. The last time I checked, it was Wime's decision to leave. It wasn't anybody that told her to leave. And usually, when she left, what people should be expecting is what will be her life without Odiegwu. Now, if somebody asks you that question, what is Wime's life without Odiegwu? What will you say? What will you say based on the physical result you are seeing? Now, when you keep saying she's a billionaire, but she's asking for a child support. Yes, my dear. Child support is a must. Yes. Child support is a must. It's a must. Because those are their children and they are both their responsibility. Thank God that even why Odiegwu is not even living up to his responsibility where those children are. Those children, do they look hungry to you? Do they look hungry to you? The answer is no. Those children are looking so classy and posh. What it means is that their mother is taking wonderful and excellent care of them. The only thing is that obligation. That obligation, if I were yes, you must take up your obligation as their father. You must put your own quota and contribution as their father. Yes, do your own part of the obligation as their father. It doesn't matter if the mother is earning 100 million or not. There are women who I know that are very rich. Their husband established them very well. But their husband is still the one who is taking care of the family. And with a lot of women, they have a business, and we go now. So if you're not to go, man, how can they now the ego? They can go upkeep. They can all in a Western countries. If we be in Nigeria, they share responsibility. All in Western countries, the woman is making money, the man is making money, they are sharing the responsibility. I will pay the house rent, you pay the tuition fees for the children, they will be sharing it. In Nigeria here, it doesn't even happen mostly. You will see a woman controlling hundreds of millions, but every month the husband will bring upkeep. The husband will pay for the children's school fees. So it is not a new thing. You can't use it to say that she's an audio millionaire or billionaire. Yes, those are their children, those are their kids. Though he needs to fulfill his own part of the obligation. That is what that child support is all about. Yes, those children or those kids are obviously adult now. If what she's asking is take 100% full responsibility, what it means is that every month he will be giving them maybe 5 million or 10 million. But at the end of the day, every month I will be bringing 300,000. Bring that 300,000 anyway. Yes, that is the obligation. Stop sounding like a broken record, Emeka. You are a lawyer, of course. Yeah? Yeah? You are a lawyer. You handle these cases. You see high-profile women who their driver will drive to your office asking for a child support from their husband. It is their obligation. It is not all about my wife is a millionaire or my wife is a billionaire. The responsibility of these children is strictly between me and you. Thank God that those children are not feeding from the gutters. Thank God that they are not even looking like street kids. They are looking so posh. They are looking very healthy. When you still see them, they still smell power and their friends. So what is that? What it means is that their mother is taking 100% good care of them. So you are sounding so childish. I want to make it clear to you that you are sounding so childish. You're sounding so childish. Yeah? Endorsement was signed without a lawyer. Must you be the lawyer involved in everything? Yes. Who told you that the endorsement? I was signed as a as an ambassador of Nwagota Properties and Co. Limited. The day that endorsement was signed in Asaba, the lawyer wasn't there. It was the lawyer that prepared the contract. The lawyer wasn't there. Even if the lawyer was there, were you there to know? Were you there to know? We took photos and I announced that I have been signed as an ambassador. And my boss, who is my Oga, Agudebube, Ndoko, announced it also on his page. So, what is your business with the details of that endorsement? Recently, I signed another contract in Oka. I haven't yet announced it. But that contract has been running for some time now. Is it your business? So, you being the lawyer as Emeka Ugwuonye, so everything about we make must be prepared as a document and brought to your table for you to study. You must know everything. How do you sign an endorsement without a lawyer? So you analyze nonsense for your head. The same way you started with analyzing nonsense about these whole cases that made Queen May and the family to walk into your trap. That's exactly the same way you have started analyzing nonsense again on behalf of Odiegu and Apagare. You said that you have not spoken with Odiegu, but you said that you have not spoken like directly with Apagare. And you have already started analyzing the whole issue again. You have started doing the reassessment of everything that you have assessed before. Simply because you are bitter that the game was taken away from you. You thought you could be the only one controlling Queen May. But at a point, she became so powerful that she now knows what she wants herself. And you think that you think that you know what is best for her. She's an adult. You think it's you, Emeka, who knows what is best for her. That she's not adult enough to know what she wants. Is that what you are telling me? Now you are so obsessed, you are so angry, and you are so jealous that she's now successful. And you are beginning to say money is everything she wanted. It is money, money, money. Money, she wants to monetize everything. Of course, you don't want her to make money. Onya kuye shalo 100 oye buru ana majoga Emeka. Onya kuye shalo 100 ono oye buru. I am failing to understand why you are ranting and making noise everywhere on social media. Is this so that the divorce cannot go through? Because there is nothing left. Everything has been said. The table has been broken. The battle has been won. The woman who people thought that cannot make a move has already migrated. She has run far, 100 meters away. The woman who they thought, no, you are going to regret. The woman is now flying high. The woman is now a brand that everybody wants to associate with. The woman is now associating with stars and the celebrities everywhere. She's now at the peak of her career within a twinkle of an eye. The speed was so much. The speed was so much. What took other celebrities 10, 15, 20 years of hard work to achieve? If you say it's sympathy, well, that sympathy did it so fast. Within the space of 2-3 years, she's already at the peak of her career. What is still left there? Actually, if you're successful, Daniela Abingwenwanye is already doing her thing now, making her own money. So tell me, what is left? What makes you think that woman is not at the level of? In fact, if the woman herself choose the kind of men or now based on her class and level on now, or Diego may not be even among the class of men or now. Yes, you see, choose the kind of men or now, or Diego Morike, Manyeso na caliber of men or you see, you now started having problem with the people. who are reacting to issues according to how they feel. Look at me. I have not spoken with Queen. I don't even have her line. In fact, I don't even have any interest to speak with her. But I am reacting on the same issue based on the fact that I know that what if this person who has done this is my father? How will I feel? What if it is not Odiegu, it is my father? Then you that is a lady, you should think, what if it is not Odiegu, but it's my husband? If you think about this way, probably you may find why many of us are reacting in different ways. Most women who are reacting are saying, what if it is my husband? How will I feel? Most people, men and women, you see reacting and say, what if it is my father and my mother? What will I do? It is only most men who will feel like they don't have anything to lose. Because obviously, it's a man's word. Yes, it is a man's word. So, to further Mumoke, what I am saying it may be sounding funny to them. You see? So, when you say that Abagare is winning, I want you to tell me how exactly you are only entertaining those same group of people also. Those same group of people also who felt that Queen did not do well by walking away from nonsense. Yes, she is not the only person. She's not the only person who her husband brought in a second wife, or who her husband brought in a child from outside. Yes, but her own eventually became different. It became different. Yes, it became different because of the kind of publicity and popularity how the husband made the whole thing. Had it mean that it was taken away from camera? Who knows? They might have resolved the issue, since you said at first she never wanted a divorce. So don't you think that it was her husband who iberibetically blew everything out of proportion? Don't you know that it was her husband who made the whole situation to be irreconcilable? Don't you know? Abagari may say, I have nothing to lose. After all, the whole world now know that I'm married. The whole world has now seen that this is my husband. Yes? So let's leave Abagari. Let's talk about the man who did not consider the plight of the wife and the kids, who become insensitive even after he lost his son. He said that year was his best year. Let me tell you, there was a time he said that they are Iberiberism and Zuzurism for 1 month, that they made how much? Was it 20 million that he said they made? So when you talk about somebody who is monetizing everything, who first monetized the situation? It was Odiegu who felt that he can make money from Facebook with the Iberiberism and the girl na Facebook, that they are making money. There was a time he announced that they made, I think it was 20 million within 1 month. Yeah? So who first monetized the issue? So now, because sympathizers started sympathizing with Queen May, consoling her, taking her to places so she can get over things, and she started making money, it is now out of place that she's making money. But the predicament we monetize here, the thing we make you go on Facebook. Eh? Emeka Ugwuonye, wake a turner from morning, afternoon, night. You think you are intelligent or you think you are smart? You are a manipulator. And I'm very happy that Queen May did not allow you to manipulate her. Yes. I'm very sure that Queen May did not allow you to manipulate her. And we go one or two persons say bịakwute mezugo na di m nugoro nwaanyị ọzọ ne ahụre ka ụmụ ụdọ ọgwangwacha m ọ na-take care of unu. Yes, nne zuzie n'ike ị ka na-achọkwa gị na marriage. Take care of your children. Ụmụ ndị nwoke tonite mewe ọfụma, they will take care of you. They will even marry you more than their father. But when the humiliation become too obvious, you need to show the person that no, this is not what I want. When the humiliation when it become too much, this one too much. There was even a time, thank you very much, Opa Esther. Yeah? She begged them, let's take this thing out of social media. They refused because they thought that then they had the social media. They got the whole world. In their hands, they got the whole world. In their hands, they got the whole world. In their hands, they got the whole world in their hands. So, there is nothing that is left. You said that the marriage has already been broken. As of the time she came in, there was nothing left to be broken. When we talk about conspiracy to commit something, when people conspire to commit an act, it may be one person who initiated it. They bring in another person who their different roles make that particular crime successful. So when you keep saying that Apagari is also a victim, what do you mean? Which kind of victim? Which kind of victim? Is it that she's not aware that Odiegu was married? I am very sure that they have had these affairs 4, 5, 6 years to 7 years before the marriage eventually happened. Yes. So I want to know how exactly did you say that she's a victim? She's not a victim. She wanted it more as based on what the husband said, the ex-husband said. It's obvious that she wanted it more than Odiegu himself. Yes. She wanted it more than Odiegu. So she cannot claim to be a victim. A victim of what? A victim of what? A victim of what? It's more like saying that one night one you will Regi no a victim Bernard. Is it possible? She knows that Ned is married to Omuwanyo, so it's her decision to go in there. But her own doesn't even have any contention because everybody accepted everything. But in this one, how can you say that she's a victim? Is it that Hona all the while this man on Abiano with her? Now this man will a wife and children. Is it that she doesn't know? So what excuse are you? Your fight is against polygamy, and this is polygamy. This is polygamy. This is an act of polygamy. There is nothing that can be legal in illegality. You cannot be the person now making excuses for suspect. What are you doing? What are you doing? Every day, be on Facebook, they complete rubbish, absolute rubbish, absolute nonsense. It wasn't Odiegu that took their family problem to the social media. It was me. Do you have a proof? Do you have a proof? Can you prove it? Do you have a proof? You are telling us what we don't know, and we are telling you what is obvious that everybody saw happening. When he eventually came out to announce that his son is coming back home, and the son was given to him by his second wife, why did he not go in, since the whole essence of painting the narrative of a polygamist rather than an adulterer has been achieved? Why did he not go in to go and fix his family? Was it me talking to us then? Have you even heard me speak? Now you think that she's talking or she's speaking through thousands of people that you cannot control. Eh? Thousands of people. Everybody has got their fan base. What has P2B got to do with the activities of the obedient? Eh? So tell me, was it also Queen May that told him to continue disgracing himself on social media? They were enjoying it those days. They never knew that a time will come when they will run away from this social media. They will hide their face from this social media. They never knew that a time like this will come. They thought it's going to be their world. Imagine if the May nation did not rise up to give defense to Queen May. And you are showing me an interview where she said, are they not her fans? Yeah? Are you telling me that she cannot appreciate people who gave her the strength to carry on? You are saying that she thanked the May nation and she said that they are her backbone, that she cannot joke with them. Were you expecting her to joke with her fan base? Were you expecting her not to be proud of her fan base? I don't understand. Among all the May nation, there are different characters. There are people who are aggressive. There are people who has even suffered the same fate. Their aggressive reaction is based on the experiences they had in the past. So people react according to their experience. People react according to how they perceive what happened. People react according to how they love the person. People's reaction varied according to their different experiences. You want to all narrow it down and pin it on one human being because she did not come out to say, no, you people should stop speaking for me. And you think if she said that, somebody like me will keep quiet. I can keep quiet because my so aim in all these things is for our men not to get comfortable with nonsense. There are men who marries their second wife and they go in to go and sort out with their families. There are so many reasons. I'm on somebody shori ichi echichi. Munye ekwu na oye se ichi ozo. Yes, and only the no one we ichi ozo. Munye ekwu na oye ichi. Kiri for ozo yeme. Onwe any problem munye ye oje no nwanyi ozo we je shiro onwe ya ozo. Separate kwa ha na abo debe nke eba debe nke eba. Ruolu nke uno lopuru nke uno do cho no onwe he ni ebe ha na abo na enwe okwu. Case settled. You know that our men are polygamous in nature. Ishefuzie na mgbe ochie na ụfọdụ wụrụ ndị first wife na-eje akpọta nwaanyị a na-anụ na ụfọdụ second wife first wife wụrụ ya na-eje amụta second wife ọ na-eso eje ọ na-eso eje. Kedu ife kpata na ha hazi egosi anyị onwe ha ike ọgwụgwụ fa? They are now crying victims. Ese na Queen May na asav ndị na-eburu ya. Yes, akpagari na odogwu ọdị egwu chọkwa ha jekwa sav wakwa ndị na-eburu ha ụgwọ. Ha jekwa kọlọkwa ndị na-eburu ha to order. Yes, Queen May has taken her own step. She's not going to speak for them. And you as a representative, who is it in your position to start speaking for those people? Are they your client? Yeah? Is it in your position to be speaking for them? Are they your client? Anamagban, are they your client? Nyamakwu na ọ chọghị ife dị otu a. Ọ dụkwara ndị enyi ikwu na ha chọghị ife dị otu a. Hongo kodolo, either fight is it for them. If not that you want to, that main character syndrome, you want to be the main man. This is a case you needed so much to prove a point and show yourself. Abiakwa, maikwa akana no pugapu sugar. If not, if you want to address people, address them and leave with me alone. She has not done anything to you. She has not done anything to you. She is at the peak of her career, enjoying her life. She has not lost anything apart from losing an Odiegu of a husband. Yes, apart from losing an Odiegu as a husband. Yes. What are you telling me? Can you feel Nagwam? and currently ọka ka akpagari wee nwa ọnụ ebe a. The woman do widely accepted. Even echi niile ọ dị egwu nọcha na ụmụ ya bịakwa kpọrọ ya, the whole family ka accept ya. The whole family accept ya. The whole family love ya. So what did she lose? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. So not until why direction nonsense niile ị na-ekwu kedu ife o nwere ike imenwu nwere oyemena. The divorce is the only thing for now, if I'm not mistaken. Oyemezi ka the divorce gara ịga ka oyeme ka the divorce ga. So when you say that Apagari is winning, how? Where is she winning? Where is she winning? By Ide to give it to me. Onya? I don't understand. But you could see the life that we may is living today. You are wishing her bad that the legacy will not. Who told you? Who told you? Not a one. By introducing her own brand, pushing it on Aga. What else, Keshol? Even long after she's gone, the brand the Kayan on Afia, because she's putting in her best. She's putting in her best. She's not only relying on those endorsements. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? And the love for people who will born or organic one. Organic one. Are you trying to tell me that the love that has lasted for over 4 years, since over 4 years, can't you see that that love is real and genuine? It is no more sympathy. It is now love. It is no more sympathy. That was not sympathy. It is now love. So based on this now, I think I will leave it here. You got to go. I just go ife melu from beginning to end, so that you will know that she has really not lost. She did not lose anything. Go lose one. You got to go. She did not lose anything. She gained, and she's still gaining. You got to go. She gained, and she's still gaining. No, Omoye Victoria Onwerika, but her interest was overpowered. I mean, his interest was overpowered. He lost the grip to control the whole situations. He now broke loose every day. Imagine me waking up by 3-4 to see Emeka talking about with me, running a live broadcast while the whole Nigerians are almost fast asleep. Yeah? That is how touched the thing you now started talking to a woman. Even if you end up proving that no we may which you can never prove. Which you there is no way you can prove it. Because the way you are talking like parrot. Oh no, will kiss will confirm on we may will account control. You will say it. And you will give the proof. The way you are talking like parrot. So there is clearly no way you can prove that she's the one who is controlling those accounts. Those are fan base, people who love her, reacting in different way, fighting for her. You gotta go. Yeah? Even without saying anything, the universe is already fighting for her. And how many people has ever won battle with silence? We may is the only person who has won numerous battles with silence. Even you, she's winning you with silence also. And you think she's not smart. You think she's not smart. She has proven to be even smarter than Odiegu. Odiegu should not say that about Onuawo we may away from war. Nyaka Odiegu for Nyaka Apagari for follow in love. Oko voice ya. Oko voice ya nyana voice we may negidoranya voice we for more. nya ka akpa gari for fall in love voice eji wee gbakọta na ha okwu wori emerụ ma love wori egwu ma egwu love wori egba ma egwu wori eme ma ife niile nya ka akpa gari for fall in love. This is Ezugo. I will leave it here because of onwobere ife ka ọ wụrụ open heaven. Ịghọtago ka Chineke were aka emezi okwu a n'afa nke Nna na nke Ọkpara na nke Mmụọ Nsọ. So gwanụ Ugwuonye ama na mụ sịrị ya na he is just wasting time. There is nothing left. The battle has been won. The game may end the go even before he starts. There is really nothing he can achieve in all this. He is only at the end of the day entertaining the same people. Or what the same people are can support Bagari and Odiegu from Bobo Kokana entertain. No new person. Or what the same people Kokana entertain. He ought to go. Or what the same people Kokana entertain. Only Fediche. So don't think that now you are making any, you are not, what are you achieving? Why you na bagari no business here? They are doing fine. Onye nke na alusi husband duty. Ike no diwa na aguge. Diwa na batala obosia. Ike no kwa ya agugo. Because na people others they enjoy dance on. Ibeba akwa. Oku kwime onya agwakwuru ye nya je emepe church kuziwere ụmụ nwoke polygamy. Nya agwakwuru ya nya na kpo na X je na X je kuziwere ụmụ nwoke how to be the real man. Ofu nwanne nwoke Leo who the real actual Odogwu son of Odogwu. Ofu nka onye nka nwechala ego nwe ego ebe niile na agba ma bulletproof cars nwe ezigbo ego wule billionaire nka ha anụ nwaanyị time of forcing Odogwu. Whenever the women work and work iji na ọnụrụ nwaanyị 5 or ka nwoke iji no nwere control over a woman wori na-eme na ọwụ dike ichi iwu dike duka ibe eto ichi iwu dike duka chikasin ichi iwu dike duka Obi Jackson ha ichi iwu dike eduka Seaman na Nnobi ha ndị a na-anụcha nwaanyị mana ọhọ gidigidi ha na-eme n'ụlọ ka ha ji wee wuru Odogwu ọnya merụ ha na ha awụ Odogwu ụmụ nwoke ndị ọzọ ji atụ ha egwu ngụ nwa sef fu ibe eto ba woda wee kene ya kpọọ otu oyo meka nna ewutere ya ịba wo to him mana ndị ahụ na-anụcha nwaanyị n'ụlọ ndị ahụ na-anụcha nwaanyị n'ụlọ many of them na-anụ one wife many of them na-anụ one wife. Look at my e-money ha look at my kpọkpọ ha Obi Kubana fa chief priest ha CP fa ndị ụfọdụ na-agba awantero ojekwa gbachakwa awantero batakwa ọpịakwa onwe ka akwa bata n'ụlọ debekwa onwe. Those men nwere ego ịnụ nwaanyị 10 nwaanyị 20 onye ribo nni pụta ọ na-akọ. So ọwụrụgodo nakwa ime na earn 500 million a month nya ya eme na a responsible man aya take care of home. It still goes a long way to show that act of irresponsibility. That act of irresponsibility from his side to believe that because na nwunye ye na-make his ego that he can no longer take care of his children. Adekwu hancha owuru okwu. This is Ezugo. Chifoni.